Lou Wasserman, he's the guy who bought Universal. Used to take Doug McClure. Used to take Doug McClure and me all around America to all the cities where he had his lawn businesses. You know, he diversified. We went everywhere, Boulder, you name it. He didn't pay us a penny. I guess he thought being with him was honor enough. He was wrong.
Gimme. Oh, wait a minute.
I didn't do no job. Only want to get you here alone. You tell me my mother. Accidents. Who you think you are?
Now, listen, don't shoot. Listen to me. Don't.
You think you can push? You tell me my mother and I got...
These were the weapons. They took their toll. Left the marks on the victims and the times. Those strange, nightmarish, lawless years known as the 20s. This gun, tagged. Source, found by Sergeant Barney Ruditzky in an alley at 117 Clinton Street. Owner, unidentified. That was my report. The report was a phony. I didn't find it in an alley. And I knew who the owner was. But by the time I caught up with him, it was too late to return it. He was dead. My name is Barney Ruditzky, 20 years police department, City of New York.
Yeah.
Well, Mrs. Pavlock. Hello, how are you? Come on in. Hey, Max. Yeah, meet my partner, Max Field. Mr. Pavlock.
Oh, man.
How are you? Huh? Right. Family all right? How's Waldine? Tommy?
Mr. Ruditzky.
Yeah? All right. All right, let's go in here. Catch for me, will you, Max?
Sure.
Come on. Sit down. What's the trouble? Tommy? Come on, you can tell me. You know I'll do anything I can to help you and Tommy.
You're always a good man to my Tommy. You talk to him like you're his father, but he ain't listen, Mr. Ruditzky. You tell, don't go with the bombers, but he ain't listen.
Yeah, I do. I try to keep my eye on him, but also I understand his problem. You know, not being born here, and he's trying so hard to be accepted, and all he can find is a...
Today I find it. A gun in his room. I beg from Tommy. I say, please, be good boy. Listen to Mr. Ruditzky. Get nice job. Don't go with the bombers. Why this happened to my Tommy, Mr. Ruditzky?
Does Tommy know that you found the gun in his room?
No.
Mrs. Pavlock, I don't want you to come here anymore. You see, don't you worry about it now. And I'll take care of it, but you mustn't come here to see me anymore. If someone saw you come in here, you know, it might mean trouble for him. If you want to see me, you telephone, you understand? But don't come here.
Yes, I understand this bad thing.
All right, don't you worry, I'll take care of it. Tommy Pavlock, 19 years old, born in Warsaw, Poland. Father dead. Brought to America at 13. A stranger in a hostile world. Perfect material for the mobs.
Climb over the plank. There's a theater screen.
So anyway, there's this old dame, see. She's coming out of Siegel Cooper, and she's carrying a bag on her arm, like this, see. So then Fleisch comes up from behind, see, and he gives it a shove. And the old dame, she chokes like a herring, see, and then she swings around. So then Fleisch makes her that little bow, you know.
I'm sorry, lady.
Then I come up from behind, see, and I cut the strap from her arm. And boom, I'm off, running in the crowd, right?
No big deal. $27? No big deal.
Ah, come on now, what's the matter? You do better.
Big deal. Big deal, big deal, big deal. Hey, you guys seen Puggy?
Now we're waiting. Puggy says for us to wait here for him, so we'll wait.
He got a job for you guys?
I don't know. He say something to you? Huh?
Well, he only said for me to be here.
I think he's got a trick for Tommy. I know he gave him a piece yesterday.
Yeah? Yeah, 32. A big deal.
Well, why don't you shut up?
Drop dead. Hey, Schlug, give me a corned beef and a Dr. Brown.
Hey, how do you guys like that Lex Diamond, huh? 7 slugs in him and he stands up. Pop! 7 slugs and he stands up. Yeah, but little Augie catch so much lead they can't even lift him up.
Big deal.
Pavlock, come on.
What for?
That's right. What for? Ask him. He got a warrant?
Did you say something, young man?
No, I wasn't. I didn't say. I wasn't talking to you.
All right, where'd you get it?
Huh?
Who gave it to you?
Gave me what?
A gun. Where did you get it?
Gun? What gun? I don't know what you're talking about. What gun?
This gun. Now, where did you get it, Puggy?
I never saw that gun.
Your mother found it in your room. She turned it in to me. Now, look, suppose I run a check on this. Find it's been used to shove somebody across. You realize the spot you're putting your own mother in? Listen, kid, you're in trouble one way or the other with me or with those punks you're running with. Now, come on, make your choice. Tommy, come on, tell me. Where'd you get the gun? Puggy, is that what you're worried about? No. I'll take care of him. Huh? All right. Good evening, Mr. Pavlock. Sit down there, Tommy. Want Sign this.
What's that?
Well, you can read, can't you? It's an admission. Possession of a gun.
No.
Listen to me, Buster. You sign it. Or I'll take you and your mother in for possession.
Tommy, do like he say. He help you.
All right. Now I'll tell you how. You get off the streets before 11 o'clock at night, you understand? If I catch you once, I'm going to hang this rap on you. 2 years. Elmira. The way you're heading now, you're morgue fruit. Maybe you'd be better off in Elmira than laying on some police slab with a couple of slugs in your head. Miss Pavlock, I have a friend. He's manager of the sports goods department. Wanamaker's department store. Tommy goes to work there Monday morning.
Dziękuję.
And we'll make a good kid out of him, even if we have to break his back in the process.
No.
Better break his back than your heart. Night.
Mama! You want to get me killed? You go to the cops, you turn in a gun on me? You know what that was he made me sign, Mom? Do you know what that was? Puts me right in the middle. Right in the middle, Mama! I can get hurt. I can get killed, Mama. Now just don't butt in, Mama.
What's the matter? Fight. Every time I come home, fight. What's the matter?
Słuchaj, Domaki. Dzisiaj znalazłam rewolwer w jego pokoju. Wzięłam rewolwer do pania
A
Ruditzky.
gun. What gun?
None of your business.
What are you trying to do? Get me in trouble?
You need to stay out of my...
Listen to me. I drive a mail truck. United States Government of America. Mail. Money orders. You get yourself a jail... Waldy Pavlock's brother with a gun. Do you know what... What are you trying to do to me?
You stay out of my way. You're leaning on me. I'm not a kid anymore.
That's your fault. I work all day. 10 hours a day I work. Pushing a 10-ton truck. Heavy mail bags. I work for what? Your sweet little baby Tommy with a gun. Your fault. Go ahead. Go inside and kiss him. Tell him everything is all right. Tell him he's your sweet little baby. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the whole thing.
All right, so then Ruditzky, see, he comes in, see, and he starts a whole...
Yeah, just took him like that.
What for?
I don't know. Look, I said to him, you got a warrant, cop? But I don't know.
Yeah, Argo here said, you got a warrant, cop?
But I don't know.
I told him to meet me here with the piece. You have the piece on him?
I don't know.
Maybe they're holding on possession. I go call Flexi. Tell him.
He's out. Hey, you're out.
What happened? They walk you over?
All right, tell me. What? Tell me.
Oh, Ruditzky. I don't know, Puggy. Ruditzky, he just come in here and took me.
Why?
I just tell you, I don't know.
Took you in. Clinton Street?
Yeah, Clinton Street.
Work you over?
No, he's...
So what did he take you in for? Pinochle?
Oh, just fishing, you know.
I told you meet me here with the piece, no?
Yeah, that's right. He told me
So
to...
how come Ruditzky let you walk when he finds the piece on you?
No, he didn't. He didn't. He pushes me into the prowl car, see? And quick, I get the piece. And I shove it into the cushion seat, see? So when he shakes me down the squad room, I'm clean.
So now you ain't got no gun.
So how could I? I just tell you, it's in Ruditzky's car. Puggy.
Yeah.
You got a trick for me tonight.
Yeah.
Maybe you get aroused, and I don't know. I just don't feel good about it tonight.
But I feel good about it.
Puggy, whatever the job, it don't matter. I go along. Now, you know that. You know it. But tonight, I lose the peace, and I...
Take it.
Puggy, maybe they got a tail on me.
Maybe you're playing both sides of the street. Maybe you're making time with Ruditzky for small hunks of information.
No. Puggy, how can you... Now, would he come in here right in here in front of Argo and Flesh? If that were true?
I don't like to believe it's true. But I don't know. Did your old lady go see Ruditzky today?
No. No, she didn't. That's a lie, and that's a lie.
All right. It's a lie. But make me believe it's a lie.
How?
You're gonna do that trick tonight. Then maybe I'll feel good about you again. Maybe I'll even feel good about your old lady again. Shopping every day on Orchard Street. In and out all those push carts. And those trucks. And all like that, up and down. Accidents. Every day. All right, here's the trick. You know where Little Itch lives. This afternoon, he picked up a package of white stuff from Morelli. Tomorrow, he delivers it to Zelig. But you hit his room tonight, 1:30. You meet me, 115 Rivington, on the roof, 2 o'clock. You give me the package. I'll take care of you tomorrow. A good score. Little Itch won't be home. He'll be playing club with me. But if he is home, I'll feel even more good about you if you hit him.
Yeah. Now, look, please don't worry. I promise you I'll tell Barney the minute he comes in. Yeah, the very first thing. All right, goodbye. Barney.
Yeah.
Miss Pavlock just called. Tommy snuck out again. Sounded real scared.
I had a feeling the kid's terrorized. You know, there's a push set for tonight. Hey, book him, will you? It'll be a mighty squeal.
Yeah. Take your head off.
I knew the kid was being pushed into a trick. I had to find somebody to open a door for me, to get to Tommy before they shoved another gun into his fist. I hit all the spots. The delicatessen was closed. The pool room, the Rathskeller were open, but nothing. I didn't like it. Felt ominous. And I knew time was running against me and Tommy. Until I hit the National Theater on Houston Street.
Hey, Itch. Yeah? I got a buyer. Yeah? For what? I can use maybe 2-3 ounces white stuff, but pure.
Where I'm going to get 2-3 ounces? Pure.
You're middleman for Zelig now. So go home and nibble off a piece for yourself.
You trying I should get hit?
You got plenty sugar now? So 2-3 ounces in one load. Zelig never know the difference.
Tomorrow?
Now. I'll wait. And another C when you deliver here.
So wait.
Well, Mr. Zargo and Fleisch, you boys should be ashamed of yourselves. Ain't it past your bedtime? Gentlemen, I just looked at Mr. Ruditzky's face. I give you a small hunk of fatherly advice for free. Whatever Mr. Ruditzky wants to know, you tell him.
Take off your hats. Where's Tommy Pavlock? He's pulling a trick for Puggy, isn't he? All right, you're gonna tell me where and when.
The locker room?
Bill, keep this other one cool.
All right, Argo, I told you better tell Mr. Ruditzky what he wants to know. You're gonna tell us. Where's Tommy? Where is he?
No.
Take your pick, Mike. You're gonna sing or else? You're gonna wish you sang. Where is he?
Come on, boy. Come on, Tommy.
Where is he?
I don't know.
Where?
Come on, talk. You want to feel this back of your hair? Who said I'm going to hit you? What, are you afraid of this? Huh? You ever felt one back of your ear there? Now, come on.
I don't know. I don't
No! Look out for that rat behind you.
Where?
Huh? Huh?
I don't know. Where do you want me
Sit
to...
down. Sit down. All right, stand up then. What are you sitting down for? I don't know. I don't know.
Don't hit me.
You, inside.
No, please, Mr. Ruditzky. I got a bad heart. I've got a bad heart, please.
Come on, on
Please,
your feet.
Mr. Ruditzky. I
Where's
got a bad
Tommy?
heart. I tell you, I don't know. He meets Puggy. Puggy, 2 o'clock.
Where?
Rivington. 115 Rivington. On a roof. Puggy pushed Tommy. He gave him his gun. Please, Mr. Ruditzky. Tommy.
Got it for me?
Yeah.
Good kid. Got a future. Gimme. Oh, wait a minute.
I didn't do no job. Only want to get you here alone. You tell me my mother. Accidents. Who you think you are?
Now, listen, don't shoot. Don't. Listen to me. Now, don't.
You think you can push? You tell me my mother's not going...
Drop it, Tommy. All right, Tommy, drop it. Start, Ross, shoot.
So he shot Puggy. I got there too late to stop him. But in my book, the little rat had it coming. One thing, I could have hit Tommy. I could have picked him off up there on the roof, you know, but for some reason I didn't squeeze the trigger. Well, I guess I took the chance because I don't think you'll ever hurt anybody else, Mrs. Pavlock. Never again. And I think you'll come home. Sure, it's not all his fault, Mrs. Pavlock, you understand? You know, everybody leaning on him, me, Walter here, Puggy. Boy's trying to find a way out. And...
Mr. Ruditzky,
Yes.
my brother Tommy, now maybe he's going to go to the...
He was pushed, threatened. Your mother was threatened. He was threatened. I'll testify to that.
Please, Tommy.
Detective Ruditzky here.
Talk here, Wally. Yes, O'Neill.
Detective Steele sent me over to get you, Bonnie.
Yeah, why?
You know a kid by the name of Tommy Pavlock? Shot Puggy Barish. Well, the kid's in the station house now. He walked in. But he won't talk to nobody but you.
Okay, thanks, O'Neill.
Okay, Bonnie.
There, now, you see? Huh? Everything's gonna be all right. Night, Wally. It would be Tommy versus the state of New York for manslaughter. He'd get 5 to 10. Tough, but the law can't permit any individual to act as judge, jury, and executioner. I'd keep in touch with the kid as he did his time. With the right help and encouragement, maybe someday he'd consider it a cheap lesson.
Somebody in the audience told me when we were growing up, he said there was only one man who was the ultimate quintessential Billy the Kid, and that was Clu. So we're thrilled you're here today.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Bob. You know, we're kind of like a family, all of us, the old Western guys here. You know, we are a family. Smiley Burnett, the sidekick, the chief sidekick of Gene. Son was my stand-in on Billy the Kid for 79 episodes. He wasn't a stunt man, he wasn't an actor. He was what we called in those days an extra, but they weren't extras. They were members of the crew, just like actors, musicians, grips. We were all together. He's now in the South, Smiley's boy, and he sells memorabilia of his dad. You know, we're all wearing Stetsons today. A student of mine gave me a Stetson for Christmas. Too big, I'm going to get it fixed. Yeah, it's a little big, isn't it?
Looks good.
What do you think, Bruce? Well, anyway, old man Stetson lived by me in Woodland Hills. I was mayor of Woodland Hills. He lived a couple of blocks up the street, the foothills. There's some little hills there, little mountains, in a big mansion. He was a cloth cutter, old man Stetson was. And out of his cloth one day, he formed a hat, put some starch with it, and he died with $15 million. And some say you can't take it with you. He did.
Did they bury him with his hat on?
I don't see too well. I'm an old guy. You know, I'm reading this stuff. Old Bob Fuller. Oh, what a name. Bob Fuller, one day, was feeling his oats many decades ago. Even now. And he got on his bike. And he went to Universal. This was night. And he had Keely Smith on the back of his bike. Keely Smith was the Cherokee Indian who was married to Prima at that time, Louis Prima. And they started going on these dirt roads where we made all our movies before all that crap was built back, in Universal. And the security got after them. And they went all over. They couldn't catch Bob with a bike, not in those days. No. You know, he didn't have, 10 vats of whiskey in him at that time. Had two vats, But they couldn't catch Bob. Keely Smith, I saw her at Ye Little Club, a nightclub. My wife and I were there in Beverly Hills on North Cannon Drive. And she said, "Do you want to dance?" I said, "Okay." So we went out and she started talking to me. And she said, "I'm a Cherokee Indian." I said, I know that. I said, "And I hear you're a Cherokee." I said, "Yeah, I'm a Cherokee Indian from Oklahoma." And she said, "I hear that Cherokee Indian men are very passionate." I said, "Keely, that's something you'll never find out from me." That girl over there, that beautiful woman, is my wife. I love her dearly. And Keely looked over. She is pretty. I'd like to love her too. I said, "Keely, I'm not into that." And I went back to my table. Lou Wasserman used to take, he's a guy who bought Universal. Used to take Doug McClure. Used to take Doug McClure and me all around America to all the cities where he had his loan businesses. He diversified. We went everywhere, Boulder, you name it. He didn't pay us a penny. I guess he thought being with him was honor enough. He was wrong. I know that Chuck Norris is a favorite of yours, favorite of mine. He's a good actor. He's from Oklahoma. Good fight. And I'd stopped acting when I went to Tulsa to make my movie, Bruce. I'd hung it up. I couldn't remember the lines. So what happened is that he called me up from Dallas, and he said, "Why don't you come up and play my father on this Texas Ranger show?" I said, "Okay." And I needed the money, with the movie. So I went up there, and I was dying in front of the camera on the little bed. Right in the middle of the scene, I forgot my line. And I couldn't remember it. And it was dead silence. And Chuck was standing there beside me. He leaned over. He gave me the line. He knew every goddamn line in that script, and I hated his guts. He had a photographic memory. I never knew that. Later on, I said, "Chuck, you signed with the Cannon organization for $25 million. Pretty common knowledge after you made the first film. I made his first film with the first movie, Force of One. And so they signed him. I said, "Did they ever," they went out. "Did they ever pay you?" He said, "They paid me, Clu, every dime, every penny. They're good guys." And that's not interesting to anybody except Bruce, who loves money like I do. Yeah. I did some Playhouse 90s. Those were live shows, like movies, almost, on television. And one of them the first one I did, I played Elvis Presley, a character very much like him with a guitar and everything on the stage. And my part was little because it was my first thing there. So we filmed it, and I went home, and I was going to watch it that night, And I got a call, telephone call. I said, "Yeah, hey." I said, "This is CBS." I said, "Oh, quit bullshitting. Who is this?" This is CBS. We're in big trouble, Clu. Diane won't come out of her dressing room. Diane Varsi was playing the Ding-a-ling Girl, the star of that show. And I said, "Oh, shit." And I said, why won't she come out? And they said, she claims that the actors other than you on the show were mean to her, disdainful, treated her like trash. I said, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that." I knew they did. And I knew the ones that did it. One was my best friend, but I'm not going to mention names. I would never talk about Diane Cannon to you or anybody. And anyway, what happened was that I said, okay. So I went down and talked with Diane. I don't know what the hell I said. I can't remember to this day. I wish I could, but I'd like to tell this documentarian here, but I can't. So I got her out of the dressing room. She did the show, and it was okay. You know, nothing to write home about, but she did the show. Then later I saw Dick Clark, her agent, good man, very quiet, very warm man. He said, Diane went home. I said, what happened? I said, well, she had that disease, you know, where you have the fits. What's that called, Courtney? Epilepsy. And a few weeks later, she died. And that hurt me a lot because she was a very pure kind of actress. And that's why those actors got pissed off at her. Eddie Albert, one of the great film actors, all these people, they got mad at her because she was so good. So she cared so much about her acting. And I don't know why they got upset. They shouldn't have. You know, they were gifted. You know, Diane Cannon and Eddie Albert, they're very gifted actors. Bruce Davison is one of our premier actors in the city, literally. I mean, you could give him anything, he could play it. So we were doing a movie together, well, the Wheat Brothers, and we did it. Pretty good. Independent film. It was okay. We worked hard. He worked he's very, you know, good actor. So I did a movie at Lake Havasu on London Bridge. And a guy named Swackhammer was my director. He said, Clu, he was drunk and stayed that way a lot. He was drunk and we were eating with Ricky Nelson's wife. He was dead. She was down there with another actor. And I was there, and we were talking, and he said, you know, I could never be an actor. I said, why is that, Swack? He said, my head's too little. I said, your head's too little? What are you talking? And she said, actors have real big heads. Look, you have a big head. I have a little head, I could never be an actor. I said, oh, off. And, you know, he was drunk. He didn't know what he was talking about. Well, the next day, we were doing, on London Bridge, a very important scene where Adrienne Barbeau, Miss Chest of 1945, had to run down London Bridge, almost the whole length of it, and a big, tall, lanky actor, David, what's his name, John? David Hasselhoff and I were in the movie with her, and we were down there watching her run. And it was like a little bit of heaven had come to the top of London Bridge. I mean, it was a thing to behold. It was magnificent. It was worth doing that crappy movie. It really was. And, you know, for men, I'm talking to you old cowboys now. I'm not talking to you pretty wives here. Just the old dusty cowboys I'm talking with here. People like me. And I did a show in Sacramento about a train. And Jeannie, remember Jeannie, I Dream of Jeannie, that TV show? That girl was noted for her large, pointed mammary glands. No, really, that's what they advertised in all the shows, all the posters, everything. They emphasized that. It was not me, but I noticed it. And when she had to run down the tracks, I mean, really run down the tracks hard. And Joe Namath was in the movie with me, and we were at the other end of the tracks watching. And guess what? Nothing moved. It was like a board. No swaying, no bouncing, no jiggling, like a board. And Joe Namath and I could never understand that. We thought we were gypped. And you know, later on, that beautiful girl and her ugly husband, who played Cochise, Remember him?
Michael Ansara.
Michael Ansara came to our house to eat supper with us one time out in Woodland Hills. And Simon Oakland, one of the great actors of my day and Bruce's day, you know, he played the chief of police in Bullet, the great Bullet film. He's a brilliant actor, one of the great actors of my time that I've worked with, literally. And he couldn't take his eyes off of Jeannie's chest all evening. He was just looking over at Jeannie's chest. It wasn't cool at all. Very embarrassing. And I don't know why he did that. But, he died shortly after.
Clu, let me ask you something, because
Lay it on me, Bob.
Thinking about Barbara Eden reminds me...
I wasn't going to mention the name, but...
Reminds me of Billy the Kid. And you may ask me why.
Why?
Well, Jack Butel played Billy the Kid in The Outlaw, and he wore 2 guns, and his leading lady was Jane Russell, and she reminds me of that story. So
you are terrible.
You're a terrible
man.
Brings me right back to where we started, which is the tall man with you as Billy the Kid. And Pat Garrett was played by Barry Sullivan, another terrific actor. What was that like, working on the back lot of Universal on a show?
Well,
like
when he
that?
wasn't drunk, he kind of looked, to me, he looked like kind of an old turtle. And I remember working with him, and I was hoping his neck wouldn't come out because it was really wrinkled. And I said, why the did they get him to play this part? But I know why. I know why. He was a good friend. He was a good friend of Lou's assistant. And both were, you know what, I can't say it here.
Oh, you've said everything else.
Well, both were coxmen. And actually, he was so much into chasing women that Lang, who was shot one time in the groin by Walter Ranger when he was with one of the Bennett girls, and we called him One Ball Lang from then on. He wanted Barry there with him. To support him. Chasing girls is okay. Lou says it's okay. So they hired Barry. And Barry one time went up to Frank Price, who was running the show, and later ran Columbia and Universal, big shot. And my best friend, Barry, made a mistake. He went up there and he said, listen, this show's called The Tall Man, damn it. It's about me. It's about the tall man, not Billy the Runt. And Frank said, I know that. I know that. Now get out of my office fast. Because he wanted to cut my part way down. I got the job on the Virginian that Frank ran later because I was out of work. I needed work. And he hired me as a sheriff there, Riker. The 2 things in my life that meant the most to me was, number 1, Diane, my daughter-in-law, and my son, John, who's a filmmaker, and myself, we were making a movie in Tulsa. And we used to have to come, John and I, and sometimes Diane would drive across the country from Tulsa to LA to the lab. We were experimenting with a new form, Super 8. We were making the first movie. And that was the most enjoyable thing, I think, in my life. We did several trips back and forth cross country with John. A lot of memories for me, an old man. The second thing was my wife, Miriam, who's not here now with us anymore, wrote songs. And my second favorite thing is listening to some of her songs at home.
Don't know where I am anymore since you left me here and closed the door. I walk around from place to place, searching everybody's face. Don't know where I am anymore.
Thank you, John. I appreciate that. Everybody has to get in on the act. I wanted her here with me today. Some of you guys know that, who've lost loved ones. I think my life really has been extremely unimportant. And I appreciate this honor, but it's really been unimportant. And I think life is full of unimportant events like I've been talking about. Things that meant absolutely nothing to anyone. Things that happened with all of you cowboys. And that you remember them, no one else does. But you remember them. And that's what our lives is. And it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You take down a steer, you brand it, you turn it loose. Who cares? You care. Now you care. And I do too. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Clu.